I got me a Shake and Jake special. And boy, my head was all knotted up. Of course, I don't have any hair now, but I did at the time. Okay guys, I wanted to stop the video here. You know, the Camellia Hotel has been there a long time, and a lot of military people stayed in the Camellia Hotel over the years. And even when the Hollywood brought, you know, the screen to Fort Benning and they filmed the Green Beret, John Wayne, David Jensen, and Aldo Ray, I think, all three stayed in the Camellia Motel. But anyway, it was a motel. It was a real nice motel in its day. I mean, but it, like everything else, it got outdated. I'm going to have a few pictures here to show you kind of what the outside looked like. But it was a nice place at one time. Hey guys, we're over here at what used to be the Traffic Circle Shopping Center. And up at the north end of it up here, this building right here used to be a Pizza Inn. And I never will forget, the first time I ever had a jalapeno pepper was sitting right over there on that brick wall with Tina Flores. She was the girl I was kind of sweet on in high school. She was Hispanic. She ate jalapeno peppers. I'd never had one, so I tried it. Lit me up. But I never, now I like them, but I didn't at the time. This building used to be the first Burger King that I can remember that we had here in Columbus, because I lived in a house that's right behind this semi here. You can't see it. That where it says City Trends was a Western Auto. And let me go back around this way. Okay, that was the first Burger King. Then the second evolution, they come out and built a new Burger King here. And now, currently, there's a Burger King behind this that they've built new. Starting out on that end was always a bank as far as I can remember. And then Radio Shack, which the sign is still there, and it's no longer a Radio Shack there anymore. Right next to that was a Piggly Wiggly. I'm thinking it was a Piggly Wiggly. Going back, and where Simply 10 is, I forget what was in there. I think it was some kind of department store, like a women's clothing store or something, or maybe a shoe store. There was a bunch of little small stores along there that sold shoes and different things. And if I'm not mistaken, you know what? That could have been Woolworth, and then where Family Dollar is, might have been Woolworth. It's one of those two stores. One of them was a Woolworth. I remember that. Can't remember which one. But let's see, what else is up? You had a Waiter's Home Furnishings up in this place. Of course, you had Flipside Music Center. Nobody, who could forget that, Flipside. And then you had Dipper Dan's, the ice cream parlor, which was right up in the corner there, where it says Chinese restaurant, a little bit to the right of that. And then Western Auto was right there on the corner. Yep, but I never will forget this big parking lot out here. You know, they used to, in the spring and fall, just like over across the street at the other, over at Miller's and Howard Brothers, they used to have carnivals used to come out here and set up in this big, large parking lot. They would set up all kind of carnival rides and different events and things. And as a kid, you know, that was kind of like cool to be able to come to the carnival, especially when I lived right there. You know, it's like, shoot, I could go out and sell me some pop bottles or work a summer job cutting grass or something and make me some money to come to the little carnival and fair. But that's what we did for entertainment back in those days as kids. But all that's gone now. Those days are long past us, and I just wanted to reflect on some of the things that used to be here along the way that are long gone now. Our south side this isn't even called Traffic Circle Shopping Center anymore. It's called Heritage Square. But the original Black Angus, if I'm not mistaken, was just on the other side up there on that grassy knoll up there that's up there now. And I remember as a kid, because this was where the Burger King was, the Columbus Police had a helicopter. They would land up there in the grass on the other side of this pizza place and come eat lunch sometimes over here at the Burger King. And I've got a picture of that I'm going to show you guys when they would come in for a landing and eat lunch at Burger King. Yeah, I think the original Black Angus was right up there in that area there. Now, here's something that I wanted to bring out. Why the city did it, I have no idea. I know they did it to pay homage to Mr. Ditchfield, but they erected this crosswalk here, which I haven't seen one single person on it. Not to say that they don't use it, but I haven't seen one single person on this crosswalk. Oh, this is the new Burger King, by the way. They've relocated it to its third location here. But this crosswalk here just seems like it was a waste of the taxpayers' dollars. And they named it in honor of Mr. Ditchfield. They didn't even bother to paint it. It's still in primer. I mean, it's still the steel. There's no primer on the steel or nothing. It's just a steel bridge, which is kind of like crazy. But to spend all that money to erect something and then not even finish it. Turning over here on the Commerce Street, which is behind the Traffic Circle Shopping Center, or what used to be the Traffic Circle Shopping Center. Now this place right here used to be fire station number 10, because that's where my dad worked at. It was convenient because we lived right across the street. This is Benning Animal Hospital. This used to be Rainbow Auctions, an auction house back in the day. This used to be King's Fabrics. Up there it still says King Fabrics on the back of the building. The Client Shopping Center, you had Brooks Brothers Foods, the Cardinal Craft Shop, Ace Hardware. You had a lot of things there, quite a bit of things. And this used to be Livingston's right here. He used to do titles and tags, and he used to work on cars and that. This is the old Client Shopping Center over here to my left. This place here that says CC's Restaurant, that used to be actually a Kentucky Fried Chicken. It actually was a Kentucky Fried Chicken, it sure was. You have Nord's Village used to be in here, and I'll show you a sign with the old Nord's Village and King's Fabrics used to be in here. Used to have a Ace Hardware over here. Okay, I'm coming back out here on Victory Drive again. And we're going back up under the Ditchfield Bridge that the city so calls. Of course, there's not going to be anybody on it today because it's rainy, but I haven't seen anybody on it, period. Okay, I'm going to stop in right here. This used to be Bonanza. We had a Bonanza restaurant. And this is where it used to be. As you can see, the south side of Columbus is really in bad disrepair. This place, when I was in high school, was a McDonald's. Yep, it was a McDonald's. It sure was. I guess it's a bar now. Now, at one time, that's what Victory Drive was littered with. It was littered with car lots, bars, small restaurants, mom and pop type places, mobile home places, and motels. I mean, it was a mecca for military. Now, that's an old place that's been here a while, Travel Inn Motel. I don't know what the original name of it was. But now, this place used to be Pizza Hut. You can tell it was a Pizza Hut. Look at the shape of the building. Now I assume it's some kind of seafood place. But it used to be Pizza Hut. And right here used to be Ponderosa Motel. It was a motel that used to sit right there, Ponderosa Motel. This used to be the Sunshine Biscuit Company. They've since closed. So South Columbus isn't looking too good as far as industry goes. Then coming up Victory Drive, on the left is the Plaza Motel now, but it used to be the Linda Sharon Hotel. And then right here to the right, there was a little Country Maiden and Baker High School used to sit right there where the current Walmart's is. Used to be a burger chef right over here. Used to be a Kentucky Fried Chicken right there on that corner. This used to be a Cleaners. I think it was Sunray Cleaners. I'm not sure, but that was a Cleaners. And right there where it says Caliber Car Wash, that was Gus's. Gus's Drive-In. But that's my old alma mater there, Baker High School. Now, right here on this, there used to be a Taco Bell here, but before that, there used to be a Stop and Tell. It's like a little place where you could go eat and that. And this Thunderbird Inn here, at one time, it went all the way across the road over here where this side is to, I'm going to stop here because there's a lot of history right here. Over there in this spot, this is South Lumpkin Road. It comes into Victory Drive here. Right over there, you can't see it now, but where it says Custom Exhaust, that used to be, on the other side of it, used to be the Streamliner Diner. I'll never forget that. It was a nice place to go eat in the evenings, or in the daytime. It was just a nice little diner. It looked like an old rail car diner, that type of thing. Well, that's why it was called Streamliner, hence the name. Over here to the left, that used to be the Victory Drive-In there. This long building here used to be Stereo World. I don't know if a lot of you guys remember it. I know the military guys remember that. Stereo World. And hold on a second here. We're coming around this corner. And as a kid, we didn't have Walmarts and places like that. We had Gaylords. This used to be the Gaylord store that my parents shopped in. This was a Piggly Wiggly on this end, or I think it started out as a Winn-Dixie, but then it later on became a Piggly Wiggly. Yeah, the rain kind of got me, but yeah, when I was a kid now, this was the place to shop. I mean, you didn't really have many choices, but Gaylord's was the place to go shopping. If you can see over there, that used to be, well, you probably can't see. Here, let me turn the camera. That building right there used to be the Dallas nightclub. Well, actually, it wasn't. Originally, it was called White's. I think they were like a department store. And then on the other side of that was another little putt-putt golf place where me and my buddy Cliff, we called it Putt-Putt Hill. We used to ride our mini bikes up and down. It was a real steep hill. We would go up and down the hill. But that building right there, that long building, used to be what was called Stereo World. Over there was a Shoney's restaurant. Yeah, that used to be Shoney's. And then on up the road here, don't know if you can tell it or not, but right in here used to be a Holiday Inn. Not a Holiday Inn. That was the Holiday Inn. It used to be a Howard Johnson's? Yeah, Howard Johnson's. That's what it was called. Geez, going back in time, I forget many things myself. Let's see, and then over here we had a Sambo's. And then it was called something else after that. Okay, over here to the right, you have the Juwan nightclub. Right there where it says Carousel. That used to be the Juwan nightclub. It was a country and western theme. There used to be some motels over there, a little bitty small ring of motels. Okay, you got the National Guard Army here on your right. And then just beyond that used to be the RC, one of the RC bottling plants where they did RC bottling. Right there in this building. They did RC bottling in that when Dolly Madison came along, it was a big employer for a lot of people here locally. Then they closed for a while, but fortunately they reopened. The only downside to that is that the Toms, which turned over to Snyder's, now they have closed. Yeah, I wanted to end this segment on a place that's kind of like, I remember as a kid coming here and flying in these planes. It was King's Aviation out here on Victory Drive. If I'm not mistaken, I think this was the original city airport before we built the one on the north side. But yeah, this place holds a lot of memories. My grandfather brought me out here when I was a child, and we flew a penny a pound in this old hangar. Now it's forgotten. And that's the thing. A lot of these places here on the south side of Columbus have just really just in disrepair. They've been run down. They've been forgotten. But hopefully today, through my little video, I've brought back some memories for some of you older people like me. You know, I'm 63 years old, and I've seen so many changes come about in my 63 years that I hate to see some changes. And some changes are for the good, but when you lose some of your past, that's not good. I wish we could maintain a lot of this old history, but I just know that there's no way to maintain it. So stay tuned, and if you like what you see, click like, share, and subscribe so I can continue making these videos for you. Thank you very much. Somewhere, and I'm proud to say that I'm from South Columbus. And I hope you've enjoyed my video. And I hope you'll subscribe, like, and share so that I can bring more activity like this to you and expose more parts of town. You know, and hopefully I can get some input from some of you guys. I might not have gotten everything correct about what I said today, but you know, give me a break. I'm 63 years old. I forget a lot too. But I just wanted to let you know that there was still things out here that some of us still remember, and try to preserve a little bit on video so that future generations can see it. Thank you for your support, and y'all have a good day. Peace out.